By the way, why would you leave Jaden Daniels?
You got to protect the kid too. That's another guy.
Well, it brings up a great question. Wiggin' whack.
Elmer Fudd clever? Don't make me laugh. The fact is, Elmer Fudd is the dumbest hunter I have ever had the pleasure to encounter.
Okay, Wabbit, we'll see whose IQ is PU.
Marriage
Is what brings us
together.
Welcome to Blow the Whistle, and we will talk about shapes and colors.
Tell you what, we'll just talk about shapes and colors now.
I think that is a good discussion to have right here.
Shapes and colors?
No.
Another thing we learn at school is how to count. Can you help me count these cars?
No.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great job.
Blow the Whistle, your greatest little internet radio show everywhere you go. Always live on sportsoundchicago.com. Let's go.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, here to Blow the Whistle here on sportsoundchicago.com. It is a wonderful Wednesday, and I hope you all are having a great day, a fantastic time. It's been a minute since we've been on here, ladies and gentlemen, but we are officially back, ladies and gentlemen. And I am Andrew Pepe Valentin, and I'm joined here with
No Gimmick, Sig Johnston.
Andrew DeBrooker. And Adam Slim Schneider.
absolutely, ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, it's been a little while since we've been on here to be able to talk with you, ladies and gents. Obviously, there's been a lot happening. A lot's been going down in the sports world, right? We've had the NFL schedule released. The NBA playoffs are deep into it. MLB season is cooking, and it's going exactly the way we all thought it would. And some of us were pretty surprised at how things are going right now. And it has been a treasure trove of stories galore for us, ladies and gentlemen, of course. And I'm super excited to be back, ladies and gents. It's been I've missed you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Aww.
Just been wrapped up with dogs. I just got started.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I still got the IHRA stuff blowing by, so yeah, it's just been busy. Busy.
Dogs is really fun.
Oh, yeah.
Good. I mean, this is by far some of the fun stuff that you guys should be going through with the dogs. That's some of the best stuff, no doubt.
Yeah, Nick gets to whisper sweet nothings to you. Oh, you're doing such a great job, Camera One. And you're like,
Hey,
Yes.
Last time I heard him whisper sweet nothings was when he was saying some vulgarities over the mic.
See, that's the
doing
thing.
something wrong.
This is a rated PG-13 show.
That's the thing is that you will either get you're doing a great job, Camera 3, or if you move one more inch, I swear.
No, I mean, Nick, you did a really good job. Seriously, thank you.
Oh, appreciate it. Yeah.
No, absolutely. It's just sometimes like when you listen through the mics, you overhear things. So sometimes you'll just feel because with Pete, I love Pete. He's amazing. But
Yeah.
he was talking. I don't know who he was talking to, but he was like, yeah, if this is 1986, there would be a freaking ashtray right here.
Yeah.
That's definitely a P for you.
And I was like, that's so true.
100%. Well, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, got a lot today. We're going to try to recap on a lot of the stuff that's gone down in the last couple of weeks. Gentlemen, are you ready to do this?
oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's rev our engines.
So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this one started and off with the Bears. The Bears, ladies and gentlemen, that's right. The schedules have dropped for the season, ladies and gentlemen, and the Bears, man, it is looking like it is going to be a rough one. According to some, it could be a rough one, but I kind of have gone against the grain where some have decided to say, might be a tough one for the Bears this year. I would venture different because if one is a playoff team, let's say as of last year, and certainly a lot was shown last year with a winning record on top of a division win and a playoff victory, I would hence to say that despite how the schedule has deemed out so far, that there is a great opportunity for them to repeat, if not maybe be even better off of last year. But I will kick it to you, gentlemen, starting with you, Nick. Let's kick it off with you, my friend. Where do you see, as far as the Bears schedule goes thus far, how are you seeing the year go out for them? Because obviously it doesn't look easy off the cuff. But
No, I'm not gonna. It's not a. I think there was parts of the schedule last year when we were sat here. We're like, oh man, like 3 straight weeks on the road, like a weird bye week, early bye week. But in all honesty, I like how the schedule is kind of playing out. I mean, there's two instances where they have to go back to back on the road. You're not in love with that, but eventually you're gonna have to get to that. But 5 primetime games, you got a Thanksgiving game, a Christmas Day game.
Yeah.
And you're looking across the board, and you're like, man, all these teams that the Bears are playing, they've either held their own or beaten these teams, pretty convincingly. So there's no one here on the Bears schedule that I'm like, oh wow, that I hate that, I dislike that. No, I'm very much on the sense of like, the Bears could probably take care of it. Obviously not going to go perfect, not going to win every single game, but I'm looking at this as like, all right, this is pretty balanced. I like how it looks. I like where the bye week is at. I love the last 3 weeks of the year, all divisional games. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's shaping up to be pretty solid. So again, 5 primetime games, you get 3 in a row, and then a bye week. I think this is pretty solid.
One thing I do want to say is that 2 of the interesting games that I see is the Chicago Bears are going against the New England Patriots, and who are the conference champions, the AFC champions, and then you go against the Seahawks the next week.
I do like that. Yeah,
I just
back-to-back Super Bowl. Super Bowl game. Yeah, that's I like that too. That's going to be an interesting.
Especially hopefully if my prediction is correct in the sense of like hopefully the Patriots regress. I don't think they're getting back to where they were anytime soon.
And their whole season right now is
about
definitely
Mickey Mouse
in a flux, right? With the whole will the coach be there, won't he be there situation.
And their rumored addition at wide receiver and AJ Brown were like seemingly all of the media is like, oh well, AJ Brown's getting traded on June 1st, and then just nothing else. Like all the media is just like for sure he's getting traded on June 1st to the Patriots, but it's like, okay, that's still up in the air though. We can't just act like that's 100% going to happen.
What did I go out with her for? I mean, come on, this was supposed to like.
He said, I thought I was supposed to get inside personnel on the Eagles, and so then I was going to be able to trade for AJ Brown for the cheap.
Well, she did a good job, if you know what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, one thing I will say is that there was a report out there that the Rams were actually trying to trade for AJ Brown. So there's that possibility too. So if AJ Brown goes to the Rams, oh my god,
as if that division is already not tough enough.
Oh my god.
Which RIP to the Cardinals.
Poor LaFleur, dude.
All Jeremiah Love and Marvin Harrison and Trey McBride. No one else.
Underdogs in all 17 of their games.
Oh my god. As they should be, because there's nothing. You already have personnel problems with so many holes you have to fill in. Yeah. Now you have your quarterback holding out because he wants $250 million. Because I guess he feels like I am the most viable option on the card, which guess
he is realistically.
Yeah, I guess you could argue that,
but ask for starter money.
Yeah,
don't ask for like franchise quarterback money. If you were like, hey, I'd like $20 million a year, like give me like Malik Willis money, you could maybe convince the Cardinals into that.
If Aaron Rodgers is 2 steps away from going to the retirement home and getting $25 million. Then, God damn it, Jacoby Brissett
you should be able to make that argument to the Cardinals, like, hey, I'm worth $20 million, $25 million. When you put a 0 at the end of that, my sympathy goes out the window.
Yeah.
I go, dude, come on, seriously?
Like $2?
$250 mil.
250. Yeah, no, that's ridiculous.
Like maybe if they had been 7-10, sure, you have more of an argument. You won 1 game last year.
I mean, it adds also like I just keep thinking in the fantasy and mindset of like if Jacoby Brissett is not there, like Trey McBride, I'm not drafting you. Like it's just not going to happen.
Yeah, like, I won't be able to buy back into Marv anymore.
Yeah, exactly. No, he's out the window.
The only one there.
Only one that's slowly even becoming somewhat of an option is Jeremiah Love, only because everyone keeps talking about how good of a pass catcher he is. Yeah, so you got PPR and you got a late pick. I mean, you maybe go with him.
That's also how you know there's a problem there in Arizona, considering your running back would be like the only good pass catcher, which is big red flags everywhere.
Yeah, we'll get back to Aaron Rodgers. Ask Kenneth Gainwell how that was.
Oh my gosh, seriously.
He was the lead receiver on that team.
Mm-hmm. Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's
Gardner Minshew was the backup.
Really?
I was like, who? Well, it would be Carson Beck otherwise.
Yeah.
I wouldn't hate seeing Gardner Minshew go out there for 17 games. I'm gonna tell you what.
I mean, that's the difficult thing, right? You've got
Gardner Minshew is an underdog for 17 games.
Yes,
feed it to me, locking me in.
Oh my gosh. We'll reunite Minshew magic all over again.
Oh my God, yeah.
It'll be beautiful.
I mean, I guess there's a good possibility. I mean, they still have Michael Wilson, right?
Yeah.
As their number 2, who's a decent option, really better slot receiver, but it could pan out their way. But yes, they, by and large, I think it's fair to say, because of not just their division, but all of their matchups right now, they are completely hamstringed into, like, they should be the number 1 pick.
Yeah.
Like, at this point, it's like, yeah, dream of maybe Arch Manning or whatever quarterback you have for the future at this point. Unless Carson Beck becomes that guy.
You know, there's a section of Cardinals fans that are like fully bought in on that too.
Of course.
You know, that's all their hope is. Where they're like, maybe Carson Beck could start.
Come on, well, look at what he did at Miami.
Yeah,
He was the guy.
won.
He was the guy in Georgia, right? I mean, come on, like. And then there's always a possibility. It's never, Mike LaFleur may have some magic. We'll see, but for the rest of the NFL, I was looking around at the schedules and. My God, like a lot of the playoff ones, especially, it's just like a cakewalk for some of these teams. Like,
I know the Chiefs are.
The Chiefs can easily make the playoffs without Patrick Mahomes being there. Like
the difference between the Saints and the Bears.
Yeah,
I mean, the Bears their average win is 550, I believe.
Yeah,
the Saints is like 420 something.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're not even. Like the Saints aren't even actively playing teams above 500, and we could make the Saints could make the playoffs.
Well, in that division too, especially, like there is such a kerfuffle, if I can say. I don't even know what the right term would be, because Atlanta has quarterback problems, right? You've got Tampa, who's still trying to see, can Igbuka fill that need for Mike Evans, and the Panthers should win the division, but there's a lot of questions now on there as far as the offense. And, well, is Jonathan Brooks going to challenge Chuba Hubbard for the running game? Is Bryce Young going to take the next steps? Like, a lot of ifs and buts are going to be swinging around that division.
Also, it's not exactly the greatest sign if you're in an intense race for a under 500 record to win that division.
Yes.
That's not very good.
You don't want to become like the 9th team after the Panthers last year became like the 8th team to make the playoffs under 500. Like we don't want to just continue to like pile on that narrative and make it easier for the NFC South to be looked at as terrible. Like that's an awful thing for us.
No. Well, and that's the thing is like, will the Saints just fall like ass backwards into winning the division somehow?
You very well could.
Because
hey, that draft pick you made with Jordan Tyson was really good. Chris Olave needed that help.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh my God. I mean, and again, like the thing with some of these offenses, especially like, sorry, Drew, but like with the Saints, unfortunately, when it comes to having just one good player at wide receiver, and I'm not saying they're all bad by any means, you're in the NFL, but it becomes too predictable when you have that guy on your team, and that's who Tyler Shuck's throwing it to. So having Jordan Tyson there is just, I think it's a big sigh of relief for Chris Olave, where they can split they can split the passes, they can split the catches. I mean, for the Saints, I think this will be a bit of a let's come together, sing a little kumbaya, and see how this season goes.
Oh yeah,
so
it's a rebuild for them still, but at least they seem to be trending in the right direction. Unlike the Steelers, who they apparently are just going to go with this
Howard start, man.
They're going to go with the status quo, ladies and gentlemen, as it was reported. I believe it was last week, right? Aaron Rodgers signing a 1-year contract. Officially is now back with the Steelers. He's in camp. That is the report. He's back in camp. He's reunited with Mike McCarthy, because we know that worked out so well last time. And
it's probably why he's going to retire.
Yeah, and that's the word, is that he has said, this is it. This is last season, 2026 is going to be the end. He will retire at the end of the year.
No, he won't. Of course, he's always being remembered for his Green Bay time, but all this added nonsense, the dark room stuff, the switching teams, the tearing the Achilles.
Yeah.
It took a toll. His legacy that for sure took a toll.
For a guy that wanted to be so distant from his predecessor and his so-called mentor
And
Brett Favre. He has done an excellent job at pretty much, yeah, absolutely, of just copy and pasting everything he did. Other than you didn't really have the NFC Championship run that obviously Favre did. It's pretty much just been like, I don't want to be considered a diva in the same way he was, and yet he is exactly the same.
Well, he doesn't have any children, so he can't launder any money from their college in about 10 or 15 years. So,
God.
so at least he's got that going for him.
Yeah,
So let's see
and he
what
hasn't
Ranky-
sent any pics yet that are unwanted that we know of.
No Wrangler pictures
And he
have
can-
surfaced.
And he can still do shrooms.
That's true, and he
He can still
can.
do shrooms.
But he's still, although I guess the complicated dating relation, like, dude, you fumbled Olivia Munn. How
But
did you do that?
Isn't he married? Or is that just what he wants?
I
That's
think
what Mike
he's-
Vrabel said.
Yeah, I think he's married maybe in the same way that we saw Manti Te'o be in a relationship.
She goes to a different school.
Yeah, he kept doing the thing where it's like, I'm going to wear the band, but it's not a typical wedding band. And if anybody asks me about it, I'm going to play real coy about it.
Is this like
It's like, dude, if you're married, just let us know you're married.
say it?
You don't have to tell us your wife's name or where she is or show us a picture or anything. But if you're just like, yeah, this weekend, a couple of friends close got together, then we got married.
Probably some
Cool
from
story,
Thailand.
and we can move on. But if you're like, me and her,
What is marriage?
Yeah, like when you really break it down,
Why does it
come
always
on.
have to be like a Rubik's Cube or whatever
Seriously.
with this guy? Like, just give us the straight answer. Like, what did the media do to you so wrong? Like, that's the thing that I keep coming back with him on is he feels like he's got a grudge against the media. But to what degree did the media ever do him wrong? Like, I don't, from what I can remember, at least, they never gave him a bad story. They never got anything really wrong with him.
No.
It's just that I think they might have printed a couple things that maybe he didn't agree with necessarily. And because of that, all of a sudden it's like, well, now I'm not going to give you the full story. But for what purpose?
Didn't he also date Danica Patrick?
Yeah.
Yes.
NASCAR driver?
Yes. Danica Patrick. And then he was engaged to Shailene Woodley. And then she came out and said dating him was maybe one of the hardest things I've ever had to do in my entire life.
God, my exes aren't that vocal.
Yeah.
Holy
Well, and that's the thing. It's like, Olivia Munn was like, hey, we dated for like 5.5 years. I was waiting for him to pop the question. He never said anything. So I said, time to move on.
Yeah, because he was doing shrooms.
Yeah, like he thought he was coming out ahead on all these stories. And then as it comes out, it turns out, oh, you're the problem. Everybody else was ready for you to be like, yeah, I'm ready to take that next step. And then no. So, I mean, clearly he's the man with the issue. If there's ever been a doubt.
Mental health question.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Maybe, like, he seems to found clarity. Like Nick said, with the dark room stuff and
Yeah.
all of this nonsense.
Sweating out his ayahuasca, doing all of the different things that he does.
He does seem exhausting. Like having to
Yes.
Yeah.
talk to him.
Just as a human being.
Yeah.
Like there's some points because
No, yeah,
so
please,
much-
please.
There's some points because he had that entire kind of run where he was doing like the weekly show with McAfee.
Yeah.
And there were some points when I was watching that there you'd be like, wow, very down to earth, Rodgers. Like you can extremely likable guy. And like 5 minutes from then, you'd be like, wow, I never want to hear anything this guy has to say again. Like you pretentious, terrible. Like I can't wrap my brain around how you could think like that.
Yeah.
Like Aaron Rodgers has the same conversations like the crazy person on the train also has.
Yes.
Well, the one that did it for me was when he started the whole immunized thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what
got him in hot water in the first place.
That's what really got me on kind of his bat. Like I was on the like, all right, I don't really know if I like the person. I can respect the guy who's the football player, sure, fine, great quarterback, all that. But the person, I was just like, I don't think he's a good person, maybe at his core. And then watching Enigma, he was reading a book on the side of the beach house, whatever, with his friend, and he's trying to explain like the deeper meaning of like, I forget I think it was the Odyssey. He's like talking about the deeper meaning of like this section of the Odyssey, and I'm going, what nonsense? Like he said nothing. He spoke for 5-10 minutes, and I'm like, you said nothing meaningful, nothing deep. There's no. It's the Odyssey, dude. It's the most boring book I've ever read in my time. I can't wait for Christopher Nolan to make it this 4-hour epic, sure. But I don't. You didn't say anything that would be like, huh,
Yeah.
I get you now.
Like heartfelt, man.
He's like the guy that, like, when people make fun of Joe Rogan fans, they think he's like that. He's the guy.
Yes.
Oh
Like,
my
if they don't
God.
listen to Joe
Yes.
Rogan, he's like, oh, you're just like that. That's what Aaron Rodgers is.
Absolutely.
He's the stereotypical Joe Rogan fan.
At the end of
He's like, oh yeah, oh you're listening to without corded earphones. You know how bad those are for your brain. Like, he thinks like Bluetooth is probably bad for you.
they give you cancer in your mind.
You don't understand what they're doing with 5G, man. And you're like, Aaron, please.
I'm like, yeah, he's the guy that's gonna be like giving you a pamphlet at a party. He's like, you should really check this out, man. Like,
He pulls a card out of
dude,
his
it
wallet.
changed my
I've been
life.
keeping
Yeah.
these on me, actually.
Here's
Waiting
my
for
business
somebody
card.
to ask
Yeah.
about this.
Call them, dude. I'm telling you, they're gonna change your life. Trust me. No, just come with me to a meeting. Trust me, it's not a pyramid scheme. Okay, it's multi-level marketing.
One day, if I ever take a trip up to Wisconsin one day and I go to a CBD shop, I'm gonna see Aaron Rodgers in there,
Oh, 100%.
and he's gonna
100.
be like, "If you take this, your chakras will be."
I don't want to keep piling on the guy because it just feels like we're punching down at this point. But he does. I've always told people he feels like the kind of guy where if you were to go up to Brady and ask for like if you just saw him just like at a coffee shop and you said, "Hey, can I get a picture?" I think Brady would say, "100%, let's take a picture." With Aaron Rodgers, I feel like it would always be like you know what? I really don't think I want I'm busy right now. It's like you're in a coffee shop just waiting to get your coffee. Like, sorry, you'd probably be like a chai tea shop or something like that, I'm sure. But yeah, Aaron Rodgers says he's going to retire.
Shiloh or something.
Yeah, exactly. But Aaron Rodgers retiring, I mean, is there any doubt for his legacy to be like a first ballot Hall of Famer at this point?
No, he will be for sure. It's just like I just circle back to the Steelers in general. It's just like, why are you going to keep investing in him when you already had Will Howard, who's still there?
Yeah.
And you went and also ahead and drafted Drew Aller, who's now going to sit for at least for sure a year.
Yeah.
It's just like, what's going on? What's really the game plan? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, because
it's either you meander another year with Aaron Rodgers. You know you're not going to get an elite quarterback anytime soon in him. You're going to get you've seen the ceiling with Aaron Rodgers at this point. Like, you know what you're going to get. Maybe 2 passing touchdowns, maybe 200 yards. That's probably about it.
Yeah.
Like, he's going to do nothing special at this point.
Absolutely.
Just stat padding at this point.
Yeah, well, it just seems like weird when you did all of this work to make this turnover to a new Steelers. You lose Tomlin, you bring in McCarthy, you do all these things that makes you kind of seem like, oh, wow, like maybe they're viewing things through like a different light. And then you have a young quarterback on the roster, and you have a young quarterback that you draft. So even if you didn't like the old guy, say he's a Tomlin guy, say Will Howard's the Tomlin guy, and you just move him on.
Yeah.
And you shoo him off. You still have Drew Aller, who many viewed to be a incredible prospect and just didn't do all that great at Penn State in this past year and went really down in draft boards. But then this new regime is like, no, we'll take Aaron Rodgers back again. It's like, it doesn't make any sense if you're trying to move into a new stage of the Steelers where you're trying not to be this 9-8, 10-8, first round exit out of the playoff, picking, 20th every year in the draft. When you're trying to make that change, make it a bold move. Because then even if you fail, hey, we got a high draft pick. Oh, everything's going to be all right. We're going to, we'll get our quarterback in the future, and we don't really have to think about it.
Also, the Steelers should not have been in the playoffs. Tyler Loop just made a really bad kick.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like, either way, the Steelers are not a playoff team.
You want to move away from the Steelers
old.
aren't a playoff team, but they are a playoff team kind of deal.
You don't want to be caught in this like limbo that they've been stuck in for the last 10 plus
what
years.
the Bulls have been doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Right in
You're good with being good enough, and you think. I mean, McCarthy for me kind of felt like the symbol of like, oh, we're gonna stick with the status quo. But then you did get Drew Aller, you did get a left tackle to help kind of solve that problem, getting Jones out of there. Thank goodness, Broderick Jones being a bust of a tackle at this point. I mean, they felt like they were moving in that direction, but like you said, Drew, they suddenly then go sign Aaron Rodgers, and it's like, okay, so all these moves for what? Like, let's lose a little bit. Let's try to actually have a rebuild. Instead, it's like, no, we have to try and keep this playoff, win above 500 record alive. But for what purpose?
Like, has it been that long where they don't realize that you need to be bad in order to be really, really good? Like, have the Steelers gone so far away? Like, you have to be bad. There has to be one season, even for the dynasty that is the Patriots. They had to go through a Cam Newton. They had to go through a Gerard Mayo and a Mac Jones, and they had to go through like 2 or 3 years where it was like, not so good. Then, boom, right back in it.
Yeah, it was a little cupcake-ish, though. That was the thing for the Patriots.
I mean, everybody can say that, and I can understand that. But when you make it to the Super Bowl, you make it to the Super Bowl.
And
that's true.
Who knows? They might be down again because, I mean, they got,
Vrabel.
Yeah, he's,
Nobody called the Commanders cupcakey.
I did.
Oh, okay. Well,
he did. Yeah.
I said there was going to be a huge regression. Sure enough, it was.
Yeah.
I didn't believe it. I didn't believe in the team. Just to get back into like the whole schedule thing. Did you guys see any of the actual did you guys have a favorite schedule release video? I know the Chargers. I feel like they either did the Halo one or they did. Okay, who did the Simpsons one? I forgot who did that.
That was it was the Colts. I like the Colts with the Simpsons. That was pretty good.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah,
I like the Dallas one. Did you see the Dallas one where it's the the group of Tylers? So they have like Tyler Booker. There's a bunch of Tylers.
Tyler Smith. All the Tylers on the team.
On the actual team, and they're all like sitting around a table with like their hoods up, talking about this like secret agency of Tylers. They talk about Tyler Algier going to the Cardinals and then them drafting Jordan Love, and they're like, we lost a good agent. Like he was supposed to be great. He was supposed to be an amazing Tyler.
Oh, that's good.
It was
really creative.
comedic. Yeah, I like that.
That one was good. I just the Mendoza and Kirk Cousins doing the Step Brothers.
That was pretty good too. I mean, I love the fact that they've embraced that kind of like, look, it's not going to be good, but we're going to have a good time with this. So and they're perfect for that too.
Say your favorite play on 3.
I'm not going to call him Dad, not even if there's a 5. That's my favorite line. Not even
so good.
Oh man, it's going to be an interesting one here, folks, for the NFL. The season is officially set. Also, too, just real quick, a lot of be prepared for I think every team at this point now to have a international game.
They approved something yesterday. I forgot what it was.
Yeah,
2 international games.
2 international games. Yeah, so I'm not the biggest fan of them necessarily because I'm not getting up at 3 a.m. to go watch all of these games, but. It's cool.
There's a reason they got approved.
Yep, it's cool. I get it. You want to try and get that international money. That's fine. I get it.
I mean, clearly, like, they sell out. It's always a big thing. All the social medias, they always show. They always go around like, hey, how did you become you're from Liverpool.
Yeah,
how'd you become a
Those are
Bengals
always
fan?
interesting.
Like,
Yeah. Well, I really like the coach, and it's just like
The British announcer,
God,
though,
this does not work.
the British announcer for the international games
Oh yeah,
is so good.
He is.
He's so good. He brings like a Gus Johnson level of juice to the NFL that I need.
Yes.
Like I need my announcer to sound like he is just as excited as I am sitting there like screaming yes. And he's like, and AJ Brown, a phenomenal, and he's like losing it. You're like, that's perfect. That's exactly what I want.
Everybody keeps saying on there too. It's like listening for a Premier League game, but I know it's American football. Like this shouldn't be. I shouldn't be this hyped on it, but I'm like, do I have to watch soccer now because of this? Like it's like that good.
They're
And
probably gonna move to 18 games then.
that's the direction it seems to be laying in. They haven't approved that yet.
Double bye week.
Yes.
Let people go international.
The NFLPA doesn't want that though.
No, they don't like the travel schedule, and that's part of the problem here. Is they don't want the constant time. Which I feel like if you're going to have international games, that's when you're going to have to then place your bye weeks.
Yeah.
Whenever your teams are going international, those teams then have to be put on
Or
a
it'll
bye
be like
week.
the Jags where they go out there for 2 weeks and then they have their bye week.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
At least get them like acclimated to the city out there and do things like that. Because the PA, they already agreed to 18 games.
Yeah.
Their only gripe is how much travel with how they're going internationally.
Oh yeah,
And now
who's going like over 40,000? Is it San Fran?
San Fran's
San
going
Francisco.
really far.
Yeah,
I know
that's
New Orleans has to go to
Australia.
to France.
Yes.
And that's pretty decent jump. Like anybody that's like on the left side of the US that has to travel internationally, whoa.
Yeah.
Like you're instantly in for like what should be time that's already slotted out.
It's crazy to me though that you can't even get some games. I would think in like Australia.
They are.
Oh, okay,
They are.
all right. I didn't remember if they had or not, but that's part of the thing, like finding a place to be able to like put them closer, so like the travel's not that deep. Because like going from San Fran to France is a full days plus travel.
Well, I somewhat complain about it, and I see the negative somewhat in it. But like waking up at 9 as opposed to 11. Okay, fine. I'll get up a little bit earlier for that. My only drawback, of course, is it doesn't really even affect me because I don't have season tickets. It is just that you're gonna for sure miss a season ticket. You're gonna miss a home game. Yeah. Which Again, it doesn't directly affect me, but I we got a couple friends that have season tickets for certain teams, and you're just like, damn, that sucks, bro. Like I got nothing.
Yeah, now I have to find a flight out to Ireland or France or Australia, or
even just the pain of like, oh, now I gotta like sell my ticket off or something like that. Just even that small,
even going through that for some people is
annoying.
A lot.
Like I paid for a certain amount of games. Like it's already crazy expensive as it is. Like it does. Like that's my only drawback. But again, it doesn't directly affect me because I don't have those tickets. So
no, but it is. I mean, obviously, for those that want to be able to go and root for your team, be a part of that whole situation, right? It's a concern, of course, but
because then we don't get guys like the one super fan who likes to dress up as a Jaguar. Oh my gosh! I mean, as creepy as that is, he's also like really interesting to listen to and talk to. Mm-hmm. I mean, I've not talked to him, but listen to the interviews.
The Icicle Man for the Packers.
Oh yeah,
I've gotten to meet him before.
Okay,
he is a riot and it takes him and his wife like 5 hours or whatever it is to like because he fake icicles like hanging from him and the cheese and
so that's all like prosthetics
that.
And stuff.
Yeah. So it's like that's so because he's that big of a fan. But it's like we can't get that guy over into Australia. That guy's not going to Australia.
No. Which is unfortunate because there's plenty of those kind of fans over in Europe and Australia. You find them. Oh my goodness! I mean, when I went to the UK once, I went to a Newcastle game. The amount of schmo there were guys that were ripping their clothes off because of a goal getting scored, and I was like, all right, they do it completely different here. I was not prepared for that. And then a fight breaks out to your left, and it's like, all right, I thought America was something. This is a totally different monster I was not prepared for. So holy cow!
September 11th, obviously never forget, but that is the Australia game. Are we getting a Christian McCaffrey shoey?
Oh, probably not on television.
Okay, fair enough.
I think maybe post game.
Yeah, maybe.
Fred Warner, Brock Purdy shoey with Christian McCaffrey.
That's possible.
We need like somebody very Aussie to like do it with them.
It's got to be one of their defensive or offensive linemen for sure. Though.
Oh, no, yeah, just fine. They got an Aussie somewhere. Just fine.
It would be perfect for Jordan Mailata. If the Eagles were a part of it, that would be perfect for him. Well, I think there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The schedule right then and there. What do you guys think? If you got a team outside of the Bears, let us know how you're feeling about your schedule. Do you think your team's going to do well? Do you think it's going to tank? Comment down below. Let us know. We want to hear from you guys. But folks, we got playoff basketball. It has been a treasure trove of absolute chaos, conundrums, and so much more. We're going to be talking about that here next on Blow the Whistle on SportsDownChicago.com.
I sound a little cocky, but I think we're legends in Chicago. We really are.
SportsDownChicago.com.
We're all looking to save $1 these days, right? Well, Pino's On Man is the perfect spot for pizza lovers with the $10 and under menu that'll make your taste buds and your wallet happy. Fried chicken sandwiches, just $6. It's so good I had to start working there just to eat it every day. That's not all. Grab 2 large one-topping pizzas with extra cheesy goodness and a 2-liter soda for just $26.30. Plus, order online and get 5% off exclusive deals. Family owned and operated for 30 years, open 7 days a week, and until 1 a.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. Check them out on the corner of North Main and Willoughby. Pino's On Man.
Oh my God, I need some Pookie's crack cake. Pookie's crack cakes.
Yeah, girl. You ain't never heard about the best crack cakes in Chicago?
They're right there in the Bronzeville area, right at 105 East 47th Street.
They're moist, delicious, premium homemade cakes made fresh daily. One bite and you're addicted.
They got the caramel cake, butter pecan praline, and red velvet. Ooh, and don't forget the strawberry lemonade and a chocolate Oreo dream.
They're open Wednesday through Saturdays, 11 to 6 p.m. Sundays, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. and they're closed Mondays and Tuesdays.
Early arrival is highly recommended. First come, first serve. store. They give out tickets at 10 a.m.
Just mention you heard it right here on Real Girl Talk Radio, and you'll get a free butter cookie with your purchase.
Make sure you follow them on Instagram and Facebook at Pookie's Crack Cakes.
Girl, where you going?
I gotta go get my crack cake.
Let's go. Looking for a great bargain? Want to find cool collectibles? Need to get fresh fruit and vegetables for the family? Come on down to Swaparama. 3 great locations, 42nd and Ashland in Chicago, Melrose Park, and Alpha, with hundreds of indoor and outdoor vendors selling clothing, tools, electronics, and much, much more. Have stuff for sale? Become a Swaparama vendor and turn your hidden treasure into cash. Visit their website for market days, hours, and vendor information. Go to swap-o-rama.com. Swaparama, the first leg in flea markets.
There's only one place to watch your favorite sports team and have mouth-watering pizza. Come on down to Moretti's Pizzeria, where you can get a pizza for half the price every Tuesday. Try out our delicious varieties of pizza, sandwiches, and much more. I don't know about you, but a gooey mac and cheese pizza with a size of cheesy mozzarella sticks and watching sports sounds like paradise to me. Stop by at one of our 12 locations near you. We're open 7 days a week, anywhere from 10:30 a.m. to midnight. Visit our website, Moretti'sRestaurants.com, for delivery, catering, and even private parties. Moretti's, we bring the fun.
Get money for that old car sitting in your driveway today. No more insurance payments. No more playing taxi for your friends and your family. More room in your garage with Winning Auto Wrecker. Winning Auto Wrecker comes directly to you and takes that problem car away and off your hands. Call anytime, day or night, at 888-555-0910. Or go to winningautorex.com and we will take that junk off your hands in no time. You win, we win with Winning Auto Wreckers.
And welcome back, everybody, here to Blow the Whistle here on SportsTownChicago.com. We just got done talking about the NFL schedule for the Bears, as long as the rest of the NFL. And yes, goodbye, Aaron Rodgers at the end of the season. Question mark, maybe? I mean, you never know with a guy like him. You know, he all of a sudden he's like, I think I'll join the Colts or something. Like, it's going to just take that stupid little bit of interest.
Before he's broadcasting.
Oh,
Is he broadcasting, or are we getting like a...
No, he's going to have a podcast.
No.
Let's be honest.
He won't be national.
He'll have a podcast.
He'll do his own thing.
He'll have his own retreat with a podcast, pushing his own brand of ayahuasca fuel drink.
Or does he become like Gutfeld's like co-host or something?
Maybe.
Or is he gonna spout like louder with the crowd, or what was that guy's?
Oh,
Stevie Crowder.
Yeah, Crowder.
Be like the
Aaron
third
Rodgers'
chair.
political talk show. Oh no. That's the nightmare.
This is Rogers Juice, ladies and gentlemen. You want to buy? You'll have a trip out with your hang out with your friends.
Yeah,
right?
because you know he'll have his own retreat somewhere, and if he's going to have somebody on the show, they got to come out in the middle of nowhere.
Well, what didn't they just pass something like Joe Rogan was up there again talking about him? Like, didn't he like pass something with mushrooms or something like that when he was up there with Trump?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he's.
I mean, is Rodgers would not be like the front runner for that? Like, is he not like now? Is he a cabinet member for that now? I don't know.
I mean, wasn't he supposed to be like RFK Jr.'s running mate or something like that at one point?
I think so.
That was like the
yeah,
whole
I
thing.
remember that.
Yeah, I think they talked about it in the doc. They had that whole conversation where they're golfing, and I think he goes like, "Hey, just asked me to be his like running mate and as a candidate," and I was like,
Told DK Metcalf to stop running slants.
That's just swap them.
"Joe, I have half a brain in my head right now."
Worms were eating my brains.
Sorry if anybody thinks that's insensitive, but that's how he talks. Yeah, anyways, away from the political stuff. NBA playoffs is underway. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, and boy, I mean, if there's ever a time to start paying attention to the NBA, ladies and gentlemen, this is that moment, because who would have thunk it? I mean, you know, this has been, I think, some of the most fun I've had watching NBA playoffs by far, because every series has been just a journey of just witnessing who I think is going to be the favorite, absolutely just tank the season away. And of course, as we have it set right now, we have our Western and Eastern Conference finals. And the Western Conference is not a surprise, and let's start there, because this has been the ultimate matchup with the never say die, always powerful Oklahoma City Thunder, who are just stacked to the brim, against the young boys of San Antonio, the Spurs, led by
An alien.
Yeah,
Led
I
by an
mean,
alien.
clearly the best player to ever play the game, Victor Wembanyama. Find me another guy that looks like this. Find me anybody that plays like this.
Okay, all right. I'm okay. I'm okay with the thought process on it.
Yeah, I know.
But
I'm stretching on that. I believe.
Let's just pull back.
Yeah, I know. I got to take a breath.
Just a smidge. Just a smidge.
It's just the fact that maybe there will be, because obviously the player that we see now in the NBA has developed into almost positionless at this point, where you're getting these 7'2", 7'3" guys that can handle like a guard, that can shoot like a
logo 3-pointer.
Yes.
I had to rub my eyes after that happened.
Exactly.
I was like, oh my gosh, they just messed it up, and now Wemby's oh my god, is he pulling that?
Yeah.
Watching that with my dad, and he's just like, we have no skin in the game, but he just goes, yeah, I want OKC to win, and I go, no, I want the Spurs to win. So basically, 30 seconds later, that play happens, and silence from his end. Silence, because he probably either was like just probably mad, or just in like, yeah, that's it. That's the guy that's going to just take care of this entire series.
Oh, absolutely.
It's beyond crazy. And again, I had another instance of that where the fiance never watched Wemby in her life up until now. We're watching that tail end of that game 1, and she just goes like, "Who is that?" Like, just short of asking, like, "Is it allowed for him to be that tall? Can he do that? That's fine." And I'm more like, "Yeah,
it's not on stilts."
And like I said, makes the 3, takes that driving dunk right towards the end to go up by like 4 or 5, and she just was like, "Yeah, this is awesome." Again, just like being able to watch someone else like being able to experience that for the first time, it's just so funny and so cool. Like it's he's literally going to take over the league. He's going to take over this series. The hate, the visceral hate for Chet Holmgren is awesome. We're to a guy that's, I mean, it's such a one-sided rivalry because Chet has no idea how much hate.
I'm going to take him on. Doing what, dude?
Yeah.
You're supposed to be the so-called Wemby stopper.
That's the last time that you stopped him was high school.
Yeah.
International high school ball. That's the last time you stopped him.
It doesn't even count because Wemby still had like 24 and 15.
Yeah.
It's just Chet had like 22 and 14.
And they won. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wemby's
he won the game.
Wemby's just salivating to get to really just back this down and get the revenge, and then
absolutely.
Chet's just like a golden retriever.
Yeah.
He has no idea what's going on.
Steps on his shoe. Tiny bit of like MJ in him is what me and W were saying. It's like he takes this that tiny little bit, and it's like, that's enough. Like, I'm gonna use that. Oh, what, you didn't high five me after the game? Oh, what, you looked at me weird after this dunk? Oh, okay, I'll show you how good I am.
It's just unreal that, and I get it. So many people don't want to attribute him with being the face of the league because of the fact that he is, which is weird to say, that people are like, he's too good to be the face of the league, or that because
he's from France.
France, yeah, that's the biggest one I also hear too as well. How can a French man be I don't know, Jokic has been the face of the league now, I would say, for the last 5-6 years. Like, where have you been? What, you still think Steph Curry and LeBron have been the faces of the league? If that's the case, then you've been living under a rock, because outside of Anthony Edwards, I can't find another American-born player that I would venture to say is top of the league, because Shai Gilgeous, Luka Doncic, Wembanyama, Jokic, Giannis, all of them coming from different countries.
Cade Cunningham?
Cade Cunningham maybe is the only other one that you probably, but even him,
he's on the lower end of the 10.
Yeah,
that's the thing. It's like the top 5 players in basketball are all international guys. Like, I got asked the other day, what is the next U.S. born player to win MVP? And I said, I don't know if that guy's in the league yet. I don't know if Ant's able to jump through it. I don't know if Cade can bring it all the way to a point where he pushes through that, because you still, even if we get the last 3 years of Jokic and he's not there anymore, you still have Shai. Wemby's now coming into his own. It's going to be super, super hard to knock him off of that, especially with his defensive capabilities. Maybe Flag, but can Flag score enough to get into that level? I think it has to be this like new group with AJ DeBansa and Darren Peterson and Boozer and maybe Flag that are like the hope, but that's still a couple years out. Like, it's going to be a while.
Growing pains are going to have to be there for them.
Flag, well, along with Flag, it's just like the winning aspect too. Like how long until the Mavericks are
actually
relevant
decent,
again.
Right. I mean, they just hired Masai Ujiri to be their guy. They fired Jason Kidd, which, good luck to them on that.
Still in the organization.
Yeah, right. Still has $40 million on his contract, by the way, which, again, good luck with that.
The best job is a fired head coach.
Absolutely.
It's the best job in the
Ask
world.
Doc Rivers. He
Go
knows.
play golf for $40 million a year.
I mean, right now, the best guy that might actually have a chance to challenge Wemby as a possible MVP might be one of his own teammates in Dylan Harper. Like, if he can ever get on his own by
and
himself.
It's like if the Spurs are good enough, or you mean if he leaves?
Right, if he leaves.
Okay.
But that's the thing is that if you're the Spurs now, you're locking him into that.
Never have him leave.
No, he's never going away because that's your dynamic duo forever.
Yeah.
Like that's your Tony Parker, Tim Duncan matchup with a little bit of, Devin Vassell and Stephen Castle mixed in there. And Stephen Castle may be a guy that could one day be on his own and have that James Harden type. I mean, he's got that ability for sure. I just can't fathom where you don't see Wembanyama and go, he should win the MVP like every year. He should be in the finals like every year. Like, at some point, we will probably get tired of them too, I'm sure. But I don't see what other than the Thunder right now.
Yeah.
That could possibly take him down. But even with the Thunder, as deep as they are, like, their matchups have just been horrific they were terrible in this game.
Yeah, I mean, it was trying to find Alex Caruso, who's a foot shorter than him, trying to guard Wemby, and he was doing an okay job. Like, he was just kind of doing his best. Like, how the way I heard him best described was like how Dennis Rodman would probably guard Shaq. Like, he wasn't significantly shorter than him. He was basically a 6'6", 6'7" power forward going up against a 7'1" center who was probably also 100 pounds heavier than him. So he's kind of like, defending the angles, getting the ball away from him, not letting him get to his spot.
Get the steals, disrupt where you can.
So, yeah, I can kind of see the game plan for the Thunder in that aspect. But if Chet is just not going to be there, then you're basically handing the Spurs this entire series, where it is surprising that the Thunder are 7.5 point favorites in this game too, which, I mean,
really?
Maybe they're just giving them still the home court advantage / I think there's probably some crazy stat like, the Thunder coming off a loss or 148-1, since last year or the year before. So I'm sure they're probably banking off something like that. But again, just to get all the way back to your first kind of comments that you made, this has been very just exciting across the board. Like, we knew kind of the West.
The West was going to be a fight.
West was going to be chalky, but it was still competitive. Like, watching the Timberwolves play the Spurs in the semis, and even the round before that, watching the Nuggets and the Timberwolves in that one, getting a little bit of a scare with the Spurs and the Trailblazers because the Trailblazers still won. But it was never in doubt with either one of the Thunder series. Like, you knew you were going to get the Thunder and the Spurs eventually.
Well, I was going to ask you that about too with the Timberwolves. Just as kind of like a little offshoot, because obviously the Timberwolves, I think they did have a good shot here to take down the Spurs. This was probably as good an opportunity for them to do it, but obviously a certain big man did not show up in a couple of games that was necessary. But I'm just going to ask you, Nick, being the Timberwolves kind of fan here, do you think that the Timberwolves are now going to have to really consider potentially breaking up this conglomerate that they put together now?
They'll have to switch it up. They'll have to find Ant a true number 2. There's no way that this is working. I've seen already rumors of like, Rudy Gobert to the Bulls or Rudy Gobert to this, that. I mean, sure, he might be on his way out, and that might be the instance. But I mean, not to give it a full excuse or any excuses, like the Timberwolves got hit with pretty bad with injuries. Throughout this playoff stretch. The fact that they were able to take down the Nuggets in round one was like, holy cow! Like, you still have a very solid team in terms of Naz Reid coming off the bench and Ayo Dosunmu.
Yeah,
would have loved him in Chicago.
Wouldn't it been something?
That'd been really nice. That'd been really cool.
Anybody watch the Hornets play playoff basketball? I wonder if they have anybody that Chicago could have used too.
Yeah, that'd have been nice.
Would have been interesting.
But yeah, I don't want. Like I said, it's not like how do they put it? like basically getting like your participation award.
Yeah.
It is good that they were there and still put up a fight. It is unfortunate that they were just outclassed in the sense of like better players were on the opposing side. So even to take 2 against the Spurs when you don't have your full team is pretty solid. So
absolutely,
like I said, not the best, not the outcome the Timberwolves wanted. Like I said, I think they got farther than they should have with all the outside factors, but still been good basketball. Yeah, I think the next goal for sure for the Timberwolves is go find a number 2. Go find them a real number 2.
Yeah, absolutely.
Please do it.
I mean,
Giannis?
That would be something. I mean,
as long as you can get Julius Randle's contract out of there, because that's the problem.
Look, I saw one that I recently, it's a mock. I didn't agree with it, but it was Naz Reid, Joan Beringer, I think it is. Joan Beringer, and the 17th pick, I think it was, for Giddey. So, I didn't like that.
No.
If you're going to trade Giddey, you better be trying to get like a top 10 pick out of that. That's where I would go, because then I would say like, hey, Caleb Wilson, Darius Acuff, like let's try and make that combo happen, because that's one I'd like to see for 10 years. So that'd be guys.
Acuff and Caleb Wilson in a Bulls jersey. I might skip to school that day.
Listen, from what I understand, the Bulls, I guess, are shopping to see what they can maybe get with the 15th to try and move up.
A day, Mara. Don't do anything with it and just draft the big fella.
Well, the problem is that he's now being comped to either the Hawks or the Warriors at 9 or at 11. Yeah.
That's juicy.
They loved his workout, apparently, which this is the first time I've ever heard us ever talk about the combine for the NBA. That's never been a thing until this year.
Well.
Yeah. What a group of guys can do for you.
I trust the combine notes either, because I think the last time I heard about them, they were like, Patrick Williams, unknown for most people, but the Chicago Bulls really liked what they saw during his workout.
Did he ever show up? I'm still waiting for that one. But on the opposite side of things, we've got the Eastern Conference, which has been interesting because as it stands right now, the Knicks taking on the Cavaliers. Cavaliers were able to sneak one away to get themselves into the Eastern Conference Finals against the Pistons. And as of right now, Game 1 went to the Knicks in overtime, of all things. The Cavaliers kept it to right to the T there, but the Knicks were able to play with it, with Jalen Brunson obviously sort of leading the charge there. But is there any hope really for this Eastern Conference right now? I mean, we've seen the West and we see how these two teams are. But at least to give some credit, the Knicks have been showing signs of their offense kind of starting to make a bounce back. And the Cavaliers, they've been doing okay. trying to find some nice things here to say for them.
They have one of the better offenses in the playoffs so far as we've gone through it. The only problem is they can't defend, and that's exactly why they lost. Exactly why they lost the game, because when you're able to include James Harden in every action and have basically scored 11 straight times, I believe it was, Jalen Brunson scored on him, almost eliminating a full 22-point deficit purely off of the fact that this guard cannot guard. Like, he cannot be a good defensive perimeter player. Granted, Harden, all props to him inside the paint. He's good. He's strong. He does the kind of Caruso thing that we were talking about. Deflects a lot, plays the ball, kind of does a very good job with that. But it felt like the entire game plan for the Cavs was like all wrong. And I mean, it sucks to kind of view it as such, as you were mentioning, but it feels like whoever comes out of the East is getting dog walked by whoever comes out of the West.
I mean, asking the obvious here, is Evan Mobley still on the Cavs? Wasn't he the defensive player of the year 2 seasons ago?
He's been really tough. Jared Allen's been tough.
Yeah.
They play this double big lineup, and it kind of shuts Cat down like offensively, but
which is fine. But that's the thing, is like, Cat's not really the big worry in New York. It's always been Jalen Brunson kind of running the show, and that has been like the one. Talking with all the basketball people that I know, and even obviously with Josh too, and everything, like with and everything. Especially, of course, he's hyped on the Knicks, obviously looking to go to the finals here, but. Like, Evan Mobley was one of those guys, when I saw him coming out of USC, I thought that's what a big man should look like, a 6'11", 7-footer that can push your shot back, and then he starts developing more of an offensive game. And I thought, like, when he won Defensive Player of the Year, I'm going, we're going to see this guy become maybe the next Anthony Davis.
Like, sky is the limit for Evan Mobley.
Then now, this year, I don't know what it's been like. He's just gone to the back of the classroom. Like he's disappeared completely. Jared Allen, who's just been like pogo stick, shot blocker, get the rebound, nothing out of him. Like he's just completely, again, back of the class. You're not hearing from him at all. And you're wondering, like, these two should be like at the forefront of this team. I would like Donovan Mitchell, of course. Yeah, he's the big name. He's the guy you're paying all the money to, sure. But these two, I feel like they should be the anchors. They should be holding it down. And you're getting nothing from them at all. Like you do your job with Cat, but okay, why aren't you pressing then on Jalen Brunson? Why aren't you knocking him down? Get in his face. I'm not saying injure him, but put him to the paint. Let him feel your physicality.
Yeah, they should definitely switch up their defense. Like, you can live and still survive with Cat scoring 20 to 25.
Yeah.
You're going to get massacred if Jalen Brunson is scoring 35, 40 points.
Absolutely.
You need to switch it up.
Yeah, it to me it spells disaster for Cleveland because Darius Garland, who solid scorer, had I think
Cleveland miss him.
Yeah, absolutely, and he had his moments on defense too, no doubt. I mean, it's just you seem to have traded one guy who seemed to have been lost in the sauce with this team. Or at least that was the thinking, that where's his place in with this team with Cleveland, right?
Yeah.
You go and get a guy in James Harden and you think, oh, it's an upgrade offensively. And it's like, yeah, but what you're losing, at least the energy that Garland provided defensively, I feel like is now all of a sudden completely dissipated because James Harden's defense is non-existent at this point.
Yeah, it's an interesting thought process because it's like, if the Cavs kept Darius Garland, do they still make it here?
Right.
Probably not, because the amount, Harden, probably the worst player on the floor last night. I mean, genuinely unplayable in the fourth quarter and in overtime. And you could argue is one of the catalysts for why they lost. But what he did in the Pistons series or previous series before that to help this team get to where they are now, that's why you bring that guy on. But the problem is kind of what you're kind of alluding to, where it's like you bring this other more volume shooting guard in, and now you take shots from Allen and Mobley, and then they kind of take a step back. Now we haven't it's strengthened our team. We've kind of just traded one thing off for another, and it just doesn't seem to be that cohesive.
Yeah. Well, and this is where I was having a discussion with one of my guys kind of offside, and we were saying, is it time now, especially after this loss, and you saw just how brutal it was, where you say to yourself, okay, James Harden has to come off the bench and be that energy, that offensive machine, that scorer that can help give us some energy when we bring our guys off. And he was saying to put out Max Strus, because Strus has been a stopper throughout his NBA career. He has always been kind of more of a 3-and-D guy, more so on the defensive side. He's always been that, I'll get in your face, I'll play the ball, I'll try and get a steal, I'm going to go for the rebound, I'll sacrifice where I have to on fouls too. I'll do what it takes to help this team get the W.
Absolutely.
And I couldn't find any, no one else on this team because you can't depend on Dennis Schroeder to stop anybody.
Oh my gosh, no.
I like Sam Merrill for the player that he is, but he is a bench 3-point specialist.
He's a shooter.
Yeah, he's a shooter through and through. Outside of that, I'm looking at the names right now. There's nobody. I mean, maybe Tyson, maybe, but I don't know if you can depend on Tyson to come off the bench.
You can't.
And be that, Strus is the only guy.
And Strus is one of your 5 best players. The fact that he's not starting seems a little silly. And if the trade-off is overly bad defense and turnovers as well, Harden getting lost in the middle of the paint and having some silly turnovers, if that's what the takeaway is, except you're going to move it to Strus and it's a much more sound defensive floor, but maybe lowering the offensive floor, you should be fine with that. You have enough offensive firepower to compete with any team in the league, and you've shown that. So why do you go all the way in on it? I'd like to see them take a little step back from the pedal to the metal kind of D'Antoni Rockets, where it's we're just going to shoot more than you, and that's going to win us the game at the end. That this is playoff basketball, and you got to tighten some things up more. And if that means pulling James Harden off when you see that, hey, they've switched, this screen 20 times, and we're all of a sudden now we're only up 3. That should be the realization of like, maybe James Harden needs to come off the floor.
Just a thought.
Yeah, but Kenny Atkinson he's got to make some changes because that was a terribly coached game from the Cavs, just all around. You cannot lose a 22-point lead in the playoffs.
No.
After coming back, they were down 10, at least 10 before half.
Yeah.
Come back and they go up by like 3 or 4 before halftime.
In MSG too.
Yeah.
You could take one from
That's a
the
soft
Knicks
one.
in MSG, where they have to beat you in Cleveland to make this an even matchup. But instead, you blow it all and you hand it over to the Knicks. The Knicks get this huge momentum swing too.
Yeah.
Now they're 22 points doesn't even mean anything to us. Like you've single-handedly like powered up the Knicks and taken away advantage from yourself. It just seemed like the game plan was terrible.
Yeah, definitely. Well, guys, we've got a game tonight, Spurs Thunder. Tomorrow we've got game 2 for Cavs and Knicks. I'll ask you guys going around. I mean, who wins out of these 2 games, and then who's winning the series? Because obviously we don't know when we'll be back on the air just yet. But give me your thoughts, guys. Drew, start it off.
I think I'm going to go Spurs. I think, honestly, I'm hoping for a Spurs sweep. I think it's a little too far out there for me. But in my heart, I don't like the Thunder to a very large extent, where it's like them and the Warriors both falling in the draft lottery was like, oh my God, angels singing in my ears. Like I couldn't fathom the thought of either of them jumping up that high. So I think with what they have, with what we talked about with their young core, Wemby being the front runner, Wemby stopping Chet basically at all kind of seemingly facets, and nobody really stepping up scoring wise other than Shea. Like you can't rely on Shea to have like 40 or 45 every single game. And even with Shea scoring like 35, 33, you can't beat the Spurs because Wemby's going to go ahead and score 44, have 22 rebounds. He's going to be one of the best players, on the court, if not the best player on the court, with the MVP out there. So you have such a hard time kind of doing that. And then on terms of the Cavs side, I think that series is probably going 7, just because it feels like the two of them can't get along. I feel like there's going to get a point where New York's offense falls off too far and the Cavaliers offense kind of pushes them ahead. But I think there's also points where we could see a game like we saw last night where the Cavs think they have it in the bag and they pull back a little bit and the Knicks come storming back. So I think with the double big lineups that the Cavs tend to play, it's going to give harder on Karl Anthony Towns, who is the second option. You're going to need a lot from Landry Shamet and Deuce McBride and lots of like good shoot up spot players to kind of fill in for you. But I think the Knicks probably in 7.
Okay.
I'm leaning Spurs in 6, but 6 games, you might as well make it 7.
Yeah.
So I think it'll probably be a 7-game series with hopefully the Spurs coming out on top in the West. Again, just for all the reasons we've already talked about. Victor Wembanyama is just so crazy. I don't see Chet Holmgren waking up and just now I'll start.
Yeah, right.
It matters. I just don't see that as a factor. But again, there will be a game where Shea goes off for 40, 45, 50, and you end up stealing one at home or stealing one on the road. So again, I think there's a lot of people recognizing it, and maybe the league probably seeing like, this might be the finals before the finals. So let's take advantage of that. Let's make sure we go 7.
Definitely.
And then in terms of Cavs and Knicks, I'm on the flip side. I think Knicks take the series probably in 5 games. It'll be one of those where they probably take game 1 and game 2. They probably lose opening game in Cleveland, but then they get right back into it, and they just take care of game 4 and game 5. So
I pray you're right. I pray you're right.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
The Knicks gave me too much.
Adam, you got one?
The other night, and I was like, no.
I have an answer.
Okay. Yeah, please. By all means.
I get 6 in both.
Okay. All right.
I know that's kind of a cop out, but at the end of the day, I mean,
no, it's
both teams. All 4 of these teams are really good, and with the way James Harden plays, it's pretty garbage in terms of his defense. It's just flat out garbage.
Yeah.
Every time I've seen it. Well, it's not like Russell Westbrook when he held the ball and walked for like 7 steps. But I do see the Knicks winning this in 6, and we're going to have a rematch of the 99 finals.
Okay. All right. I like that.
Spurs Knicks.
Yeah, I like that.
Them losing again.
Do you think? Yeah, just gentlemen sweep again. Yeah, 4-1 Spurs.
Sorry, Patrick
what's the
Ewing.
exacta on that? Got to check the sports book
I
for that
mean-
one. 4-1 Spurs over Knicks.
Yeah, that would be insane if it's just like history repeats itself.
Oh man, I mean, that would be one of those weird things where it's like, you remember when 10 years ago to this day?
Yeah,
It's like, oh,
Then Patrick Ewing's going to come out of retirement being like, I need a ring.
Yeah.
oh my
Just
God.
get me one. Come on, give me one.
Come on, guys.
I'm going with Spurs tonight, and I'm saying Spurs in 5. I just think that the momentum's behind them right now. They've got the best player in the world, the face of the league. There's no matchup for him. Sorry, Chet. You try. I know you try. Maybe eat some beef, boy. I don't know
Where
what
are we
to tell
gonna
you.
find another one? Like,
Yeah, there's maybe his brother. I don't know. His brother's 7'2", apparently moves just like him.
there's another one.
There's another one.
Oh my God!
There's another one.
It's like when you find out LeBron's kids are about to play. You're like, wait, I'm sorry.
He's like 16, I think, so we got a little bit while longer. So, but yeah, he's like 7'1", 2. So
I just want to say, ever since I've seen Bronny play like garbage, I've wanted to put bleach in my eyes.
he's on his last year of his contract, so you know he's going to get like a $90 million extension by the Lakers.
Or pay him to leave.
Yeah, that or
He's not a bad like bench
no,
guard.
he's not.
But he's not. He's also not LeBron James's son.
No,
Like, the different. It's the same thing with Michael Jordan's son. Like Michael Jordan's son wasn't an awful basketball player.
No.
Good enough to make the league. Is he Michael Jordan?
No.
Good Lord, no.
No.
So it's like it's tough when you have things like that where it's like, oh, the dad, and then you get to see his son play, and God forbid they're at the same time.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
Elvis Presley's kids.
Yeah, seriously.
Right.
I know. I've heard of the stories about Michael Jordan's son. He's basically the indie version of Michael Jordan.
Listen, man. He may not have game on the court, but off the court, he's got a lot of game. Just ask Pippen's wife.
Oh my God.
As for as for the Knicks and Cavs, I'm with you, Adam. Knicks in 6. They're to me just a lot. At this point, they're just so much better than what I've seen from the Cavaliers. I like Kenny Atkinson as a coach, but I think there's still a lot more he has to work with in terms of building his resume of being a better coach. He's going to need a little bit more seasoning, and that team. I'm sorry, but that team may have to break up in order to actually get better. Like somebody may need to get moved, which if you're trading Evan Mobley and if you want, like if you can take a bargain,
Somebody in Chicago
Yeah.
would really like.
just I'm really saying
we could give him the ball more. He could play the 4.
there's
We can do
so many
lots of
things. Yeah, I mean he's not. Listen, nobody's stopping the guy in San Antonio right now,
No.
but at least we can try because right now who's doing it? Lachlan. That's the best
Yeah.
that the Bulls got. So I'm saying it's Knicks and
Did
Spurs.
Noah Esengwe have his growth spurt? You know, maybe we could have.
Oh yeah, that's right. He
Yeah,
did.
So we can maybe have him play the 5.
So he can like almost touch the ball when Wemby goes like this. Great.
Almost as good.
We get another one of those poster dunks with him.
Oh my gosh! The fact that that's the only thing that I know about him is I need that to change.
When that's your highlight moment of your career so far, that you may need. I hope he can reverse his fortunes.
He can
my
win
goodness.
4 titles, and
That
that'll
will
still be.
You know
forever
what? You
your
make a
moment.
solid point because everybody's first memory of him is not going to be him at the draft or him. No, it's going to be him getting absolutely dunked on. Like it's like the Joel one where Joel got dunked on by Mitchell Robinson, and then they're in Philly and Joel shooting free throws, and everybody's got their pictures of Joel getting dunked on by Mitchell Robinson right behind him. Like it's never going to leave. It's now on the internet, and it's
You know, I won the MVP. Yeah, well, Mitchell Robinson dunked on you.
Yeah.
once, dude. Like, come on.
I'll say this too. I mean, if there's one thing Charles Barkley has to say about the Thunder Spurs series, he's not choosing the Spurs because of the dirty water they got in San Antonio.
No, but they do got some big old women down there in San Antonio. We can't forget that.
And Galveston.
Yeah, I mean, they got a lot of good food. They got it's a wonderful place, but they do got some big old women down there in San Antonio.
He knows how to chew down a churro, I'll tell you that.
But just eat a churro normal, dude. Like, I mean, come on. There's a method to that. Like, you don't have to hand.
There's some method to it.
Yeah.
Why don't you act it out for us?
That's for a different show on a different time. Let us know, folks, who you got picked though for tonight and tomorrow. We want to hear from you guys. How do you see the Eastern and Western Conference Finals? What's your finals as well, too? Let us know in the comment section down below. Folks, we got baseball to talk next, ladies and gentlemen. Cubs and Sox. It's a tale of two worlds in one city, ladies and gents. Plus, baseball has gone off the rails. We're going to be talking about that and more here on Blow the Whistle on SportsDownChicago.com.
Chicago sports for sure.
SportsDownChicago.com. It's the summer of coffee at Dunkin' Donuts. To reach peak summer mode, you need your summer coffee. Like a smooth new s'mores frozen Dunkin' coffee, a refreshing butter pecan iced coffee, or a sweet coconut cream by cold brew. What could be better than an iced or frozen coffee on a hot summer day? Nothing. Dunkin' Donuts has all your favorite flavors this summer. So come enjoy the summer of coffee and keep cool out there, kids. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
When car dealers fight for your business, you win. AutoJudo.com makes car buying fun by letting dealers compete for your business live. Real-time Auto Judo fights are the fast and easy new way to get multiple dealers' best offer on any car you want. It's free and anonymous. Only the dealer you select as the winner of your Auto Judo fight receives your contact info. You're never obligated to buy, so test drive your best deals now at AutoJudo.com. Dealers fight, you say,
Yo, 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 check it out. We got the finest pizza in all the land. Italian Fiesta is on deck, and I'm telling you, it's a hit. These pies don't miss. No matter what time you get the munchies. Pepperoni, extra cheese, turkey Italian sausage, they got all the toppings. Italian Fiesta delivers until midnight during the week and 1 a.m. on the weekends. Plus, you can use your Uber Eats or Grubhub if you got the app. And if you ain't rocking with the pizza that night, try one of their sandwiches or pasta. And they have plenty of side dishes, just like me, if you know what I mean. Hop online and go to ItalianFiesta.com or call 773-684-2222. Piece of pizza, that is.
There's only one place to watch your favorite sports team and have mouth-watering pizza. Come on down to Moretti's Pizzeria, where you can get a pizza for half the price every Tuesday. Try out our delicious varieties of pizza, sandwiches, and much more. I don't know about you, but a gooey mac and cheese pizza with a size of cheesy mozzarella sticks and watching sports sounds like paradise to me. Stop by at one of our 12 locations near you. We're open 7 days a week, anywhere from 10:30 a.m. to midnight. Visit our website, Moretti'sRestaurants.com, for delivery, catering, and even private parties. Moretti's, we bring the fun.
Did you know that Club New in Aurora is the ultimate entertainment complex? Monday nights, it's free football and darts in the sports bar. Tuesday night is league night. Join the pool and darts team. Wednesday night is ladies' night at Club New. All the ladies get in free. Gentlemen pay a $5 cover after 9 p.m. Thursday night starts the weekend off right with college flashback night. Low price drinks, retro music, and an awesome buffet. Friday and Saturday night, it's the hottest dance club in the suburbs. Club New Nightclub and Sports Bar is located at 2121 New York Street in Aurora.
You've tried the hit places, but they leave you hungry with an empty wallet. That's where Gretel comes in. They got what you really want. Visit their chic, lounge-like gastropub and try one of Chicago's top burgers, the Gretel Griddle Burger. The house-made bun and garlic aioli set this one apart from the rest. And don't miss half-price oysters, 4 to 6, Monday through Thursday. With rotating drafts, craft cocktails, and portions that don't skip. This is one of Logan Square's best-kept secrets. Monday through Thursday, 11 to midnight. Friday and Saturday, open till 1. 2833 West Armitage. Gretel. Let's make this a night. Visit GretelChicago.com for menu and more.
Oh man, welcome back everybody here to Blow the Whistle here on SportsTownChicago.com, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, if you want to hit us up anywhere, we're at Blow T Whistle 1 on all the social media, also at Blow T Whistle Radio at gmail.com for any questions or comments or things like that. And we always appreciate that, ladies and gentlemen, as well. Because I don't think we shouted out the social media in a while, so I wanted to be able to put that out there for everybody. But we are back. We just got done talking about the NBA, ladies and gentlemen, and the playoffs, and what hope the Knicks have. Sorry, Josh. Even you said Knicks in 5 are losing in the finals. So. And then he's going to come. Bro, don't put words in my mouth.
No, I didn't say that, man.
You did.
I said a whole lot extra after that. You should have read through those lines and saw that I meant Knicks in 7.
He's the first guy I've ever heard on one of the shows that we've done call a player goofy. It's fantastic. I love it. I love you, Josh. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, baseball. We still got a season going. Hopefully this isn't going to be the last one, but we don't know what's going to be happening with the CBA and stuff. So let's not go sad. We don't want to go sad because in the midst of what's been a really trifling baseball season for many out there, I'm sure. If you're a Chicago White Sox fan, you're riding on cloud 9, maybe even cloud 10, 12, depends on how. Because believe it or not, folks, they are only 2 games back from the division lead. With a 25-23 record, the White Sox are currently cruising through some of their competition. I mean, it has been a dream season come true, say, for those White Sox fans in here. I mean, is that what we're aiming at?
It's definitely just a change of pace. It's seeing winning baseball. Like a game like last night, that comeback doesn't happen 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years ago.
No.
Like, this is a different ball club with the type of personalities that they have on there. Like, guys like Sam Antonacci, guys like Chase Mydroff, that is the baseball player that I strive for and I want on my squad. A guy like Sam Antonacci who just has that FU attitude at all given times, turns singles into doubles. I don't know. It's just constant, like even just barking at the umpire the other day, like a while back.
That was good.
Like it's that attitude where you're sitting there like, yeah, Montgomery, Murakami, and Vargas are the on-field like guys, like they're
we don't
the
need to
leaders
talk,
on the field,
we perform.
but Sam Antonacci, and even like I said, Chase Mydroff are kind of leading by attitude, if that makes any sort of sense. So it's been just such a, like I said, everyone's like, oh, you're praising mediocrity and only being 2 games above 500. It's just, no, I'm just praising a team that's finally going in the right direction after watching garbage, unwatchable baseball for the past 3 seasons.
Yeah.
It's just a nice change of pace.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a rough one for sure. Drew, though, you were saying you were into parties with family members of yours.
So the tough part about the White Sox being good again is that most of us in the Chicagoland area do not just have a family of entirely White Sox fans or entirely Cubs fans. Most of us are pretty split. And being a White Sox fan when the White Sox are winning and beating the Cubs is a dangerous place to be in family gatherings because I can get real loud and real obnoxious about my White Sox real quickly. As soon as I'm talking about them as a fan, like it gets me fired up because then people want to say, oh, well, this, and I've heard a bunch of kind of what Nick was saying, like, oh, wow, like you guys lost 300 games over the past 3 years, but now that you guys are a little bit above 500, everything wants to be great. And it's like, you just said it yourself. We lost 300 games in the past 3 years. Like being above 500 is the joy. It is the excitement. The turnaround to something bigger and better is what I'm excited about.
Yeah.
I think it took until July of last year for the White Sox to get 25 wins. So it's nice doing this now in March.
Absolutely.
In May.
Yeah. We were plus 10,000 to win the Central. Yeah. Plus 10,000.
Now it's at 475.
Yeah. Now we're 2 games back. We're a playoff team.
Yeah.
And there's been young talent. There's international superstar Munetaka Murakami. We got Colson Montgomery being probably the second best, shortstop in the AL, right, so far since he's come up. And it has been so much fun to watch the White Sox. That is what has clicked with me the most. I'm having fun watching White Sox baseball again. When there was a large period where it was like, oh, did the White Sox play today? And I go, I don't know. Probably. Did we lose? Probably. Like, who cares? Why would I tune in to a team that doesn't care or see? Because I feel like that is what is really dragging me to this White Sox team. Kind of like Nick was saying with Antonacci and Mydroff and showing some fight, showing some fire, showing that even in the 9th inning against one of the best pitching staffs in the league last night, hey, we haven't given up yet. We're still in it. We're still fighting for this win. We're still trying to make it there.
Getting no hit through 5. You get 1 Tristan Peters double. That doesn't fall through. You
right.
Lead off double they didn't score from that. And finally, two balls that go Josh Naylor's way. You can't figure it out, which that's the icing on the cake. Josh Naylor's been just a White Sox killer these past whatever.
It doesn't matter where he is.
Yeah.
He's just a menace to the White Sox for whatever reason.
Thorn in the White Sox side.
Well, and the White Sox are always a thorn, apparently, in Jose Soriano's side, which is the oddest. That was the oddest stat when they said, like, of all the teams that apparently are giving him trouble, it was the White Sox. And I had to go back and watch that Angels game, and I'm going, oh wow, they really have his number. Like, it's not just you got lucky on a hit. They're timing out the bat perfectly to take the ball to left field or to right. This is designated. Oh, we've watched your film. We know what we're waiting for. I know exactly what pitch I want from you. Here it comes. Boom. I'm taking it.
Well, it's like 35. Sorry, it's like 35 innings against the rest of the league with like 1 run allowed, and it's like 8 innings against the White Sox, 7 earned, and it's like wait, you're like what?
Exactly what I was going to say. Like against the rest of the league, he's like a 0.9 ERA. Against the White Sox is 7.7.
Yeah, it's like two different pitches.
And this is, and you guys are kind of talking about, I know it's not your favorite word, Nick, but the culture of this team. But this is where I think, and I haven't heard a lot of people talk about it. I haven't heard a lot of people mention it, but we got to start laying a lot more credit, I think, too, to Will Venable being the manager. Cause like I haven't heard much on him. I'm sure that's probably been mentioned, but him coming in has felt like a breath of fresh air for this ball club in the sense that the interviews he does, when I hear him talking, he's going, look, I'm just letting these guys go play. Because at the end of the day, and I forgot, he's only like 10 years removed from being a player at this point. Like, he understands, like, I need to just let these guys be kids at their hearts and just play the game of baseball. And hey, you want to swing for home runs, go for home runs. You want to get on base, get on. You want to steal the base, go steal the base. Like, we're going to play strategic short to some degree, but at the end of the day, if you think you can do something, you come up to me, you let me know, and we'll play it through. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, we'll try something else.
It hasn't been making the rounds. It hasn't been like a big thing yet, but he has been, like, some people are like, Will Venable, manager of the year, has legs.
Why not?
Absolutely.
Has some legs to it as of right now. So
you've got, like you said, you've got a ball club that took how many months to finally get to 25? You're now sitting in second place in the division with an opportunity to.
When they were just blindly handing it to the Tigers,
right? When you're just
having one of the most disappointing seasons.
Which, if the momentum keeps going this way, you're going to be in for a wild card potentially. And the way they've been playing thus far, you may have a chance to do some damage. I'm not saying take a series, but at least you could put your name in there and say
how these divisional games are. Like, maybe the White Sox can probably catch the Guardians on the down series. Maybe take advantage of it in all that same breath. So see how this plays out. I can't wait. Truthfully, like. It's all the different things right there. I mean, Murakami is must-watch. Like, he's must-watch television.
He should be an MVP
appointment television
candidate by and large. I mean, he has been one of the best players in baseball by far.
He's on pace for over 60 home runs.
Yeah.
As a rookie.
I mean, it's going to take some convincing, but my firstborn might be named Muratake.
Yeah.
I love that.
Might be a hard one to sell to the wife. But...
Bucky Irving Johnson.
Oh, nice.
Has...
Bucky Irving, one word, middle name?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I cut it down, actually. It was going to be Muratake, Bucky Irving, rookie season, Johnston.
Okay.
So what I did, I cut it down a little.
Okay. So, I understand.
Fiance's gonna love that.
That's a winner right there.
That's right there with Chalupa, Batman from the league.
Oh my god. Batman, Robin, Oompa.
Yeah, exactly. It's so good.
I want to point this out too. I know it's slightly off topic from the Sox and Cubs, but one thing that has surprised me is the Athletics being first in the American League West, even though that division looks like it's crap. That division's
I mean,
doing
the
really
AL
bad.
right now is just I don't want to say a dumpster fire, but only having 5 teams above 500.
But it's a dumpster fire. You can say it.
Yeah.
So it's okay.
The A's, the Sox, the Guardians, the Yankees, and the Rays, which, again, that is also crazy that no one is talking about how good the Rays are right now.
They're so good. Every year, we're like, who's on their roster? I don't understand. And then they go out and like,
Junior Caminario? Oh,
yeah. Who is that guy? The thing
I
is,
mean, he was up and coming.
Oh, yeah. He's definitely like the stud of the team. But they still have Aranda. They still have Yandy Diaz. Like, their pitching is so phenomenal. Drew Rasmussen gets no love, and he is so efficient at like being that perfect 5 and dive guy.
Yeah,
I was super worried for them because they traded away a lot of their pieces last year out of their bullpen, where I thought that they were going to be like absolutely
That's
amazing.
where you thought you needed to stack it.
And now here they come. BB, I believe it was that they got from the Cubs. Stud. He's so good. I was so worried when they traded away Mason Montgomery to the Pirates because Mason Montgomery is a left-hander that throws 102 with ride, and he's your setup guy. And he was one of the best they had. They give him away, but they get Burrows over there, and everything, they fix him up right away, and everything turns they're so far ahead analytically that I don't think people can understand a lot of their moves until like a couple months down the line, and they go, "Oh, wow!"
And you said the word that always that's my word, like it is with Nick with culture, analytics. When it comes to Tampa, especially for me, it's like nails on a chalkboard because and I don't disregard what Tampa does because every year they put this together where that team is solid, they're studded, they've got numbers for days. But I detest how Kevin Cash uses the computer when it comes time for playoffs because it is so much let's put in the floppy disk and see what the metrics say instead of and that's the problem is that I think he has a baseball gut. I just wish he would trust it more.
Yeah,
because
there's no feel in the Rays organization. It's just all ones and zeros.
Oh, I'll just see what the computer says. Right? Just go with your gut. If your gut says let the pitcher, and that was the biggest thing was always the Blake Snell pulling him when it came. That will forever be like my coffin for him that I will put him in because you cost that was I think their best opportunity to go and win that World Series. Now I have every belief that they will get in. They will have a top seed. They can be competitive, but at some point in the playoffs, he will make a move. He will do something. He will pull somebody from a game. He will drop somebody from the lineup because he says, "Oh well, the numbers tell me." No, enough with the numbers. At some point, just let your gut go with it. And I agree. Tampa right now, they can ride this. They can win the division. I have no faith for them to win a World Series at this point. Meanwhile, Atlanta, I have full belief that that's the best team in baseball right now.
For real, dude.
Because they just lost Drake. They lost Drake Baldwin, and it's like, yeah, but we're not going to miss a step. Nope, didn't even miss a step. It's like, why did we?
Hasn't even been there.
No, he's just come back from injury. Yeah. And it's like, do we really need him right now? Because I mean, we're playing pretty good. Like,
I mean, Chris Sale's pitching lights out. We might have Spencer Strider at full steam ahead too.
Well, I didn't realize they said Elder was working with Maddox.
Oh, that's
I did not like. They said there was a story that yes, Greg. Yeah, Greg Maddox apparently.
I know there's only one, but I just had to make sure.
Yeah.
It's like the Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah. I think he's speaking about Greg Maddox.
Yeah. It's like Greg Maddox, the famed pitcher.
That's a name I've not heard in a long time. No, yeah. Apparently he got with Greg Maddox, and Maddox apparently taught him how to throw, how to work with his breaking ball. I think it was his slider or his sinker. And all of a sudden now, it's a slider, I think it is. And all of a sudden now he's just become one of the elite pitchers in baseball. And he's like, yeah, I just happened to come across, Greg Maddox, and we had a couple sessions together in the bullpen kind of working on some stuff. And he's like, it's been a game changer for me. And I'm like, really?
Yeah, you don't say.
One of the best location pitchers taught you how to work your breaking ball, and all of a sudden you just figured it out. And interesting. I mean, they've got to be the favorite. Because I don't even think the Dodgers at this point can come to the level of how they've been playing.
No, they just had a series against the Dodgers.
Yeah.
They kind of handled them pretty well.
Mm-hmm. So. Like the cohesion that's there, the chemistry they have, the way that their defense is able to flex off of different guys, and the way that their pitchers can just work certain, like we'll walk this guy, but then we'll pitch to this. We know we can strike him out. Like, it's tactical. It's analytics with. It's the perfect blend of both analytics with the baseball mind. From your guys' perspective, is there anybody that you see right now touching them as far as in season or possibly going into the playoffs? Or is there any chance of them even falling off, you think, for the way they're playing right now?
I think there's lots of things for them to get more excited, honestly.
Okay.
Because the Braves have done all of this, and Austin Riley's been nothing.
I was gonna say, like, there's a chance. There's all this talk that they could make a move for Rafael Devers,
But they could get. Yeah, hold on. Wait, I'm sorry. No. No. Because
it's
he's
a rumor.
not doing well.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to buy low and then try to fix him, maybe.
That's
but
what they're talking about.
The Giants are. Let me try to breathe before I get in on this. The Giants are the worst team in baseball, and it's saying a lot when the Rockies exist. But when I find more joy in watching the Rockies' young guys like Amador and TJ Rumfield and Mickey Moniak, holy cow, talk about career resurgence, former number 1 overall pick, just blowing it up over there. One of the top bats in the NL so far this season. That team has far more for me to look forward to than going and watching Rafael Devers be absolutely nothing, both at the plate and in the field.
Yeah.
Matt Chapman has forgotten how to field a baseball at third base, and he's making it everybody else's problem by getting angry about it. Willie Adames is supposed to be good for his offensive capabilities, and he's terrible, and he's the second worst shortstop in defensive runs saved in the league. That entire team has a problem. They think Logan Webb has a problem with his hamstring, and they're still letting him pitch because he's all they have.
Please get him out of there. Yeah. Please.
That bad? Sorry, but they're definitely not trading for Rafael Devers.
Jeez.
Back to the Rockies with a quick shot. My brother Troy Johnston.
Oh,
yeah, there you go. I mean, and that's the thing is, like, the fact that they're even talking about getting Rafael Devers in Atlanta, and I've heard people, like, I mean, the conversation there is like, well, like, look, Austin Riley's a good defensive piece for them, fine, but if you want to get a bigger bat in there, like, what better place to put him than Atlanta, where you can kind of cover for him considering the offense they have, and more than likely he would find a way to resurge and. Okay, now he's hitting home runs again, and then he's finding himself back into the field at third base, and all of a sudden Atlanta's now like a 50-win team, and they're just, they're on pace for like 115 wins. Like, I mean, I could totally see that being the case, because right now, the way this team is stacked, I mean, they could just start selling off a lot of their pieces in their farm system right now just to acquire more talent. Like, if you told me they wanted another starter, by all means, go out there and get it. Like, what's stopping you? Like, you have the pieces in your farm system to sell that people will buy into, and they can just upgrade for days. I mean, that's how good this team is. It's like, they're already the best team maybe in baseball, and they haven't even touched what I think their limit is, if there even is one for this team at this point.
Yeah, and
that's the crazy part.
I'd much rather be on the we'll wait for Austin Riley to come around and not expunge assets than let's go trade for Rafael Devers when he's still doing just as bad and he's worse defensively. Yeah, and Ron Washington isn't there to fix it anymore. Okay, like there's no savant of fielding sitting in Atlanta anymore that can just solve your problems.
All right, now you got to put your glove all the way down on the ground. Like,
but those videos are so good because he knows what he's talking about, and he fixes so many things for so many players.
It's Rafi. Oh my god! It's just it's embarrassing when I'm watching back the film on Devers and I'm going, it's the little things.
Yes,
it's really the little things with him that he has to adjust. It's the hands coming down a little bit more. It's the glove being able to come down more onto the ground, touch the ground. Actually, it's not trying to catch it with your hand.
In Little League,
I know it really should be. Maybe it has to be translated in Spanish. I don't know, but
just English.
Yeah, it's just possible, but. Outside of that, I mean, guys, I have to ask this question too for baseball's sake. Is it possible we're seeing the MVP coming out of maybe one of the most, I don't know how to describe them, teams in baseball in Kansas City with Bobby Witt Jr.?
I have a okay.
See that right there is exactly where I'm at, because I'm like, his numbers say MVP, but his team says
no.
How are we?
Chance.
Yeah, how are we surviving?
I guess when was the last time like an MVP was on like a team like that bad? Because I feel like
that's a good question.
I feel like normally in baseball sense,
it's Aaron Judge.
Yeah,
it's Shohei Ohtani. It's you got to be on the best.
You on the White Sox?
Even in 2020, like the White Sox weren't an awful team.
It was just
You know?
a shortened
And that's what
season.
he Shortened season.
Yeah.
So it's a tough.
That's I forgot he won MVP.
Maybe. No,
I only
'cause
throw
Vladdy's
that out
Triple
there.
Crown got taken by Shohei.
Yeah, I only say that because there's a lot of people that are pitching him as the best shortstop right now in baseball.
For sure.
And they're saying that because of his numbers translating by the end of the season, if it continues, he should be in that MVP conversation. Which, again, I would say you've got Murataki in there. Obviously, Judge is going to be in that conversation too, just for the AL in and of itself. But I find it intriguing that I'm like, are we sure that a guy that's on a 20 and 29
Yeah, that
team
we
right
can
now,
even have this conversation.
bottom of the AL Central, like it just doesn't seem feasible, and that's where I'm just kind of coming at. But I don't know. I would propose the question. Like right now, I'm looking at like the Angels. They're 17 and 32, but there's people saying like, well, would Soriano still win Cy Young?
Bobby Witt's second in AL MVP odds. That's interesting.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. See,
that's
that's
real interesting.
Like,
I mean, there's still time for them to kind of turn around. Obviously, the AL Central being that they are the AL Central,
Yes.
they can flip it around at any time. I'm not going to give them the benefit of that. I don't think they will. I just don't think that they can really stand it. But in terms of he can still have a stellar season. He probably will fall short for that reason of your team is just not in contention at all.
Right.
So, but I mean he definitely has the intangibles like you mentioned earlier. He's number one. He is defensively he's the best shortstop in the league across the board. So there's no denying that. But yeah, I mean he can't carry and literally win these games all by himself. It's just
he's trying.
I guess to kind of just like continue that, kind of what you were saying, the other guy in the AL would be Yordan, no? And he's kind of in the same situation with the Astros.
Oh,
like you could have one of the greater power seasons we've really realistically ever seen. I think the thing that blows my brain apart with Yordan is, I mean, in zone contact, he's running an in zone contact rate above 90%, like he's Luis Arias or Steven Kwan, but his ISO is 380. His isolated power is 380. Like he's living in such a world of complete fantasy right now at the plate that it's so hard not to appreciate what he's doing. But then, kind of like what you're saying, his team's terrible.
Yeah.
The Astros are bad.
It boggles my mind because I've never seen like his eye for the ball is incredible for the fact that he just knows exactly where to throw the head, how it's going to launch off, exactly where it's going to like. His understanding of the game is unnecessary almost. Like it is like you're saying, like it's like going into MLB The Show and turning up all contact, human contact all the way up. It's not feasible. It shouldn't be possible. And yet he is crushing the ball. But then, all right, so you come to the deadline. Do you keep him when you're 11 games under 500? Because
his hard hit rate above 98 miles an hour is 53%. On half the swings this man is taking, he's hitting a ball over almost 100 miles.
I mean, this is uncharted territory for a lot of Astros fans, especially as of late, because they've never seen their team this bad.
Yeah.
They're usually at the top of the division, more than likely. Oh, yeah, World Series. You're going to probably get there somehow, somewhere. You're going to find yourself there. Now they're kind of looking like, what, the Astros right before they switched from the NL to the AL.
Yeah, right.
So I'm glad to see it for that in that sense.
I mean, listen, of course. I mean, the dynasty in quotation marks, if you will, that they had built obviously seems to be kind of crumbling as they're aging out in certain parts. Right, players are not performing. I mean,
Altuve's not the same.
Yeah, it's obvious that there's going to come a point where they're going to turn around. But the beauty of their organization has always been to identify those next top stars in their farm system. They bring them up, and they seem to be able to fill a role very well. So,
the further I look into
anything on the Cubs, I mean, we kind of completely bypassed.
No,
this
I didn't mean to. By the way, I apologize to Cubs fans
we
out there.
that was a nice.
Just before we go to the Cubs, looking into Yordan stats actually makes me more uncomfortable because I expected, you know, when they have the X stats, like expected, you know, I don't put a lot of credence into those, but when your player is batting 303 and he's expected 358, like he's getting unlucky by 50 points of batting average, that's insane. That's crazy work. He's expected to have an 1100 OPS, almost 1200. That's otherworldly terms of baseball. Now into the Cubs, but holy cow! I'm reading this and I'm like, that can't be right.
My only fear is that like the Yankees will figure it out, like how to make a move for him, and then just put like a murderer's row.
Please no.
Like it's already not bad enough that you went and found
that
Ben.
short porch would be demolished.
Like you found Ben Rice, good for you. Like this is another thing that you would need. Really, you would need that other piece. Yeah, awesome, cool, thanks. I'm getting mad about something that's not even probably going to happen.
You
But
have
it's
3
just-
lefties that are each going to hit like 40 homers a year. It's like, oh, great.
Cool. Yeah, but baseball doesn't have a monopoly, folks. It's okay. All right, yeah. So on to the Cubs. It's been a weird year for them because they are still heavily favored by many to make the playoffs, possibly win the division, but they have seen some tougher times as of late. Obviously, Crosstown Classic with the White Sox did not exactly go their way, which, by the way, I will say in one of those games, let's give them fair credit. They were given a lot of opportunities in one of those games. I forget the umpire. They said he had like 20 missed calls. All of them were going against the White Sox, and yet the White Sox still. It was when they won 9-8.
Oh, okay.
When they pulled off,
third one.
Yeah, the third game. It was like a terrible cold game, but the White Sox still pulled it off. And since then, the Cubs have kind of just been on this like weird. I don't even know trajectory. I guess.
I mean, PCA is all frazzled by that woman out in center field. Still.
Oh god, that was a bad look for him. That was.
I thought that was such.
What'd she even say? Was there?
I don't even know.
So she told. I can give you credit.
Okay.
She told him that he should be playing in AAA.
That's
which
hilarious.
to be telling
Okay.
a Major League Baseball player that who just got like an $100 million sometimes extension. Major props to you, lady.
Yeah,
like you gotta have some.
Ultimate rage.
You gotta have some cojones to throw that one out there.
That's a good dig.
But then also, I appreciate PCA at least coming out and being like, I was a little heated in the moment. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I shouldn't have said that. Like, that's my problem.
Yeah.
Because like, it brings like, okay, I can understand that. Everybody gets a little angry sometimes. It's sports. But like, if you would have gone up there as a Cubs guy and been like, yeah, you know, she was mouthing off and just not like taking it at all, I would have been like, yeah, I hate you. But like, that's the problem as a White Sox fan now is all of the players on the Cubs just seem so down to earth and likable. And it's like
my
it's
thing.
Terrible.
That happened like 2 seasons ago when Justin Steele was talking about like
he
was like, yeah, what do you guys do during like rain delays? He just mock drafting. We just do NFL fantasy football mock draft. I'm like, I want to not like you, but that's what me and my bros would do.
That's what we would do. I would do the same thing.
Wasn't this why they're called the lovable losers?
Yeah, and
even though they're not losing,
they're not losing. They're 29-20. They're
2-8 in the last
all
10.
the fans would make you think they're 30 games below 500.
It feels like the world has come crumbling down on them. And I get it. Look, you're losing games that you weren't expecting to because you were hoping that this team would carry the momentum of how it started, right? I mean, they started off so great. Things were looking
2
fantastic.
10-game winning streaks.
Yeah, and Nico Horner still like leading the charge for this team, still looking like one of the best players in baseball. It's just a lot of the heat that they were starting off with is started to simmer down, right? Like now you're starting to see more balls on the outside where you know guys are going to start swinging at. You got guys who are trying to take harder approaches at the plate when you can kind of back off and chill a little bit. Pitchers are testing the waters by trying to play, we can play with the zone more instead of trying to, go inside out. And now you're getting crushed.
Yeah,
so
it just doesn't help that the NL Central is just a gauntlet right now. If you have one bad weekend or if you have just one bad series, you go from first to third. Or hell, for some of them, they were going from first to last.
Right.
It is absolutely nuts right now that the Central is just all of them are above 500. Right?
Shouts out to the Tarps Off crew in St.
There
Louis.
we go. That was the other one I was going to get to. That happened last night in Seattle against the White Sox. Pro or con, Again, if
Bro.
it wasn't happening to my White
Bro.
Sox yesterday, I would have been like, I was been all for it. But yesterday was like, it was extra pissing me off. It was like, they're already getting no hit. These guys are going.
They're waving their shirts around and they're having fun in the outfield.
paying
Mike-
attention to the count. Trying to teach them how to fan.
Where's this guy's scorebook? He doesn't even have the scorebook with him. Is he even paying attention?
Oh, I'm all for it. I mean, and that's because like it brings more excitement to the game, and I'm all for that. Like baseball, I mean, we've talked about this out the wazoo on my show, this show, all shows, but like baseball had such an old timey you gotta do things
unwritten rules.
Yeah, like, God, don't even start with those unwritten rules. The swearing will come out my mouth on that one. I'm so tired of those.
I mean, all things considered, Drew works for the MLB. He has to write down the stats.
Yeah, exactly. Oh God, I'm so tired of those unwritten rules in baseball. If they were rules, they'd be written down. All right.
I'm so with you on it, though.
Yeah, it's just it's nice to see that like baseball has the fun coming back into it, like the childness of it. The we can be a little bit more lighthearted with the game. And for the sake of the NL Central, it's been a fun ride to watch. Like the Pirates aren't out of it. Neither are the Reds. They're still fighting for that chance to say, hey, we got a shot in this thing. Like everyone is above 500. Everyone is playing good to at least decent baseball in that division. And that's the thing I like about it. Like the Brewers should be on top because look at the way that team has been playing. Their pitching has been on point. Their hitting has been there.
He's so good.
He's gonna be winning a Cy Young in the next couple of years here. Like he could. What was it? I saw one of the local guys up there in Milwaukee was like he could probably run off the next 3 or 4 Cy Young wins. Probably in the NL.
It depends. There's a gentleman named Paul in Pittsburgh that might have a serious issue.
He'll challenge.
When your fastball average is like 102, like he has 8 of the hardest thrown balls this year, and they're all hit.
7 of them in the first inning. 7 of them in the first inning. It's like over the last 5 or 10 years or whatever it is that the hardest recorded pitches by a starting pitcher, there's 5 or 8 of them that have thrown a pitch above 102. Miz did 7 above 102/103 in the first inning by himself.
He's throwing 103 at you. He's 6'7", so he's coming off the mound. They showed some graphic at
his extension.
Yeah, because of where the ball's coming out, it might be 99, but it actually feels or looks like 101.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and that's not fair. Like
98.6 mile an hour slider he threw the other day.
Now we're back to the Victor Wembanyama. You're too tall. You're too big.
Yeah.
How can you do that?
Yeah. Which is crazy when you consider the White Sox have Noah Schultz, who's 6'10",
and he's slowly
starting to come. Yeah, he's starting to get into his own too.
Shout out Grant Taylor.
And it's crazy.
You want to talk about pumping heat, dude? You want to talk about throwing fastballs?
Yeah.
And a guy getting fired up? Grant Taylor, especially last night,
that's the
striking out the
teammate.
side and just that's exactly what I want.
All right, calm down, guy, chill. Jeez. But I get it. That team, you could see it rallies behind them. It's crazy too when I'm hearing Mizrowski. They're like, so what do you do for warm ups? And he goes, what do you mean warm ups? He's like, I take the first inning to really kind of warm up, and I'm like, that's crazy.
It's the opposite of Wemby. It's like he's not doing he's not doing wrist work or his ankles and joints and things like that we hear from Wemby. It's just no, I just go out there and ball, man.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm sorry?
No, you're not supposed to feasibly be able to do that.
The lead singer of AC/DC one time, they were doing a backstage. He's like, so how do you get warmed up? And he just goes, ew! And he goes, is that it? Is that it? Yeah, that's it. That's all I do.
That's all I need right there.
Well, I mean, in fairness, yeah. What else do you...
I already just played 7 AC/DC songs.
Yeah, exactly.
For you.
And those are the hits, folks. Well, and that's we were all counting out the Cardinals, which rightfully so. You would, I'm sorry, you would look at the Cardinals lineup and you would in their rotation and go, no, this team's not winning. They're not going to win more than maybe 50 games out of the year. Jordan Walker, who many were writing off as just being well, there's another bust.
Swing changer, baby.
I mean, he adjusts the hands. He suddenly throws the shoulder back in, and all of a sudden he's like, look at what I can do. And every ball is going 420, 410, 395, and it's got an exit velocity of over 105. I've never seen a guy more with more pop. I think since like Kevin Mitchell, I think somebody said like that was the last time they saw somebody who came in with that ability where it's like you hear him at the batting cage and you're like, yep, there's Walker. He's up to bat now because it's just coming off at a different rate. I've been more than, and then all of a sudden Ellie De La Cruz is like, look, I'll do whatever it takes to put the Reds back in this thing. Like everything about this division. I mean, and obviously Paul Skeens.
He's decided to hit both sides now.
Yeah, and
he's getting real scary because he said, "Oh, wow, everybody's afraid of me when I bat from the left side."
Yeah,
and they're really not terrified. He was becoming one of those guys that switch hits where you're like, maybe just better to be a righty, man. Like, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, lots of people are righties. And now this season, it's I just noticed that Adam put on so go I looked over and I lost all train of thought.
I knew something changed over here, but I wasn't sure what it was.
I'm the guy that just does something random, and you're like, when'd you do that?
Yeah, that was where my head went. I was like, something happened over here.
Also, kind of on what you were saying with the Cardinals, because we're kind of sticking in the NL Central, and their pitching and everything like that. Two guys, Michael McGreevy, he is the most like just grind out. Like he gives me like Andrew Abbott vibes for the Reds, where he just gets outs.
Yes.
He has got 7, 8. He gives me like a very Yu Darvish-y like, arsenal, like where he's got 7, 8 pitches. He's going to limit contact. He's going to slowly work his way through, and he's got a 2.1 ERA. Yeah. And then Riley O'Brien, I don't know who you are, and you're one of the league leaders in saves, and you've been lights out for the Cardinals. And he's like 39. Yeah. He's an old dude.
I had never heard of this guy before.
I just realized this is a popcorn.
That was probably either going to be a popcorn bucket, or that was either helmet nachos or
ice cream.
Yeah,
something was eaten out of what you were.
Food was originally in that thing, no doubt.
I'll say this. I guess we'll have flavorful nacho hair.
Yeah,
there you go. The tasty bits. There you go.
Is that what they mean when they say salt and pepper?
Now the cheese smell makes sense.
Hey, there you go.
Dandruff.
Oh boy. Well, folks, I mean, this baseball season is charging to be one that I think is going to be fantastic because the way it's going right now, it's anyone. I mean, we're saying there are favorites, no doubt, but it could be anyone's game because everyone seems to have someone riding hot in their team. The trade deadline this year could be explosive.
If the White Sox are buyers, I keep saying this. Don't get me excited about this team.
Please,
don't do it.
Don't.
I hate to do it, man, but Braden Montgomery keeps adding to his.
He's gonna come up soon.
Hagen Smith has added another inch to his velocity now. Like they're coming. Like that's the thing is like I don't want to get you excited, man, but the future is so bright.
That don't they say like Memorial Day is like is one of the first like all right are you a legit team right around that time. So I think again this is not going to be world eaters taking the World Series guarantee, but again if you just give me some playoff baseball with the White Sox again,
you look doable against those teams that you're supposed to not compete against, but you give them a run for their money. There's nothing wrong with that. That says you're on the right trajectory. Yeah. Like that says everything about if it's like, well, we lost 9-8, and it's like, yeah, but you lost 9-8 against the Braves or whoever it might be, like the Dodgers. You do that against one of those teams. You're saying to yourself, we can handle our own.
It's slowly building up those stepping stones, or you're going up the stairs base. How do I play it?
No, you're right.
You're absolutely right.
You can only go up.
When you lose 100 games in a season, you really can only go up from there.
Yes.
I was trying to think of a good word for it, but you just came up with the best phrase ever. So.
No, absolutely. It is. Once you hit the bottom, the only way you can stay at the bottom. Like, that can't happen. But the way this team has at least shown itself to say is we're going to get back up, dust ourselves off, try something new, try something different, or really try something that was old because Like I heard Ozzy say, he's like, I look at Venable and I feel a lot of that same energy I had in 05, where you're just going out and having fun. You hear
stuff like that.
I know. But I gotta say,
don't give me hope.
It's once again where, like you were saying before, Nick, you've got the guys that are performing on the field, like you had Paul Konerko, who wasn't gonna say anything in the locker room, and then you had your few guys like Scott Pasetnik, who was gonna be all in your face, all in your money. I'm going to shout. I'm going to be loud. Brzezinski's the perfect guy for that. Like, yeah, I'm going to throw you out.
I'm going to tell you how we're feeling right now.
I'll tell you.
Want to know?
I'll throw you out, and then I'm going to yell at you from second that I threw you out. And if you want to fight afterwards, we'll fight.
Yeah. It's like a quiet Yadier Molina.
I'll say this, too, especially when it comes to like a contending team versus a building team that's on their way up. I think I'd rather have a White Sox team building their way up versus knowing that a juggernaut of a team could win one, maybe 2 World Series and then have like 5 to 7 years of hell to rebuild.
Yeah,
I'd much rather have.
And it could be even worse than that. You could be a Mets fan, folks.
Oh my god!
Endless, hopeless, draining possibilities.
I just gotta say, sorry, Joseph. The Mets are kind of dog duty ass.
Oh,
it's bad.
But they have hope. Every Mets fan has hope.
Do they?
Hey,
because
man.
For some reason they do.
I made the drastic mistake at the beginning of this year saying that the Mets are going to be one of the best teams in the NL.
Oh. Hey, if there's one thing that
I'm sitting here eating it like on a daily basis. Sean Manaea doesn't exist anymore. Clay. That better not be what I think it is. I thought you were trying to hand me the Cubs thing right now.
No,
and I was like, don't even put that near me. It might burn me if it touches me. Holy cow. I thought you were trying to commit war crimes against me. I was like, dude, hey, don't even do that. That's like when they put the Yankees cap on Big Papi.
Right.
Like, that's not allowed.
I'll say this. If there's one thing the Mets can be at least a little happy about is that there is a thicker mascot, but there's a guy wearing it.
Yeah.
You know what?
It's like
they
Thailand.
need another Grimace.
Yeah,
They need another Grimace. They
need that moment.
They need another like magical being that they can just say that that's why they're winning again.
Are they really going to do the Simpsons thing when Mo and like it's Gil inside like the episode when Gil's the mascot? It like fall like the mascot head falls off. Put the helmet back on.
Oh my gosh!
Go put the head back on.
Don't you feel good, Luis Robert? Don't you feel good,
dude?
You're on a big league ball team now, huh?
Oh, those poor old White Sox. We're sure missing you. Yeah, we totally didn't replace you with a guy that played for the Savannah Bananas and are doing better off for it. It's okay. It's whatever. It's fine.
Oh man!
Shout out Tristan Peters too.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh my gosh,
that's a great way to go out.
Whew, man, it's like I said, folks. Baseball is back and it is fun. This is going to be a great season. Keep going. And we're going to keep following as we keep going on here, ladies and gentlemen. But I think because of time's sake, I think this is where we're going to end it, folks.
Yep.
But this has been a fun show, boys. We can finally get ourselves back in the action.
Yes, sir.
We'll
back for Friday.
Yeah, absolutely. Friday, we are back in action as we should be for Bad Karma.
And then we got we're off to On the Road.
Yes. That's
right.
Illinois Valley Wrestling Federation.
Is that what we're doing? Blow the whistle?
Huh?
Is that what we're doing? Blow the whistle?
We're not doing it there, no.
Oh,
we're just going to do Bad Karma here, and then we'll ride out.
Into the sunset.
Absolutely. So, guys, make sure to go check it out. Bad Karma Wrestling. It should be a fun one because, Brock's back.
Don't. Please. Look, this was a happy ending. Like, we were going to laugh. We were talking baseball. Everything was cool.
I know.
Don't even bring him in.
I'm sorry.
I'll leave off on the happy note of Mick Foley being on the AEW All-In Buy-In hour, so that'd be pretty cool. So
Yeah, that'd be
his-
fun.
I guess his
Yeah.
contract's done in WWE. so-
Absolutely. And AEW's got some good things cooking, it looks like, folks.
All my Mick Foley figures just went up in price.
Hey, if there's any fans in Streeter, we'll be there.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Well, folks, thank you all so much for listening. Thank you all so much for watching. We appreciate you. We love you. You guys can always catch us here every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, as always. Make sure to hit us up, too, at Blow to Whistle 1 on all the social media stuff, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that great stuff. Hit us up with any questions as well. blowtwhistleradio@gmail.com. Hit us up with that stuff as well, too, ladies and gentlemen. We will see you guys on another fantastic show for another one next week. We love you. Appreciate you. See you all next time. Peace.
This is your home for sports.